Hello and welcome to Voices of Nature. Today I'm going to be doing for you another candle wax reading. Please bear in mind that these readings are very specific usually and are not for everyone. So if there's nothing that resonates for you in this one, feel free to have a look at some of my other readings. If the thumbnail or the title of those readings resonates or catches your attention, they may be the reading for you. I will be doing some scrying. So I do scry in the water, and I also see what patterns come up and what messages come up through the wax as it appears on the water. And at the end, I will be pulling some cards just for either confirmation or some extra messages at the end. So if you're feeling that this isn't for you, this particular wax reading, you can fast forward to the end. I will leave the timestamp for the cards that come out at the end there too. Spirit did have me pull in my meditation before I started this a card, and the card that came out was Divine Inspiration. So it has the dog here, and it says, I am open to divine inspiration and it flows through me effortlessly. So you may find divine inspiration around your pet or around another animal, specifically a dog. But it doesn't have to be. You may find divine inspiration in nature. So anything really that's opening you up to spirit or opening up to your higher self, where messages are coming through or thoughts that are coming into your head. So they're saying be open to that and allow those thoughts and those messages and that inspiration to flow through you freely. And that will help you really in your day-to-day life moving forward. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so I invite you to take a deep breath. Thank you, angels, ancestors, and divine beings of light for coming into this space and giving us clear and concise messages for the greatest good of all. Thank you. Okay, so straight away I'm seeing a brown bear. So the bears do hibernate, don't they? So you may have been in hermit mode. You may have been hiding away for a little bit. I'm hearing the name Grace, or the word grace. So when I think of grace, I think of elegance, I think of poise, you know, a calmness. Or you may know someone, or you may be Grace. I'm seeing the number 424. 424. And I'm hearing the word foundation. So there's a solid foundation. Okay, so this is building something from the ground up. Yeah, building from the ground up. Spirit is saying don't run before you can crawl. Don't rush. And get this foundation stable. So you may be building a business. You may be building it from scratch. You may be building a house. So they want you to check the facts. Have a plan, know the direction that you wish to head in, and have that really solid foundation before you actually start. I'm also seeing the number 345. 345. So that's almost like I see stepping stones when I say that out loud. 345. Moving up a step each time. They're asking you to embrace changes that are coming in. Take it one step at a time. So things may feel for someone that they're going backwards, but Spirit is saying that something is restructuring It's restructuring to be bigger and better. So something that may not have worked before, this time they're saying it's going to be done the right way. So they're showing me like an eraser, even on a whiteboard, you know, and erasing that whatever was on the whiteboard off. So a clean page in a book they're showing me. So it's almost like starting again. So if you feel like something has been going backwards, Spirit are saying no, it's a redirection. It is a restructuring. This may be related to getting that foundation stable, so that having everything in place, having everything in order. If you are building a house, just make sure that there's, check that contract, that there's nothing hidden that's going to come up to bite you later. Yeah, so they're saying don't give up. So I can see this as like a wall and someone behind the wall. So there's a story. If you imagine a really thick brick wall and someone with an axe has been for the longest time just picking away at this wall, you know, or even a cave, you know, trying to break down this cave bit by bit, you know, for a long time, just picking at it with this small axe. And then they can't, you can't see it, but just behind this last bit of wall that's left is the opening, is the freedom, is the thing that you want, that way out, that moving forward, that path will be clear. But you can't see it because there's still that little last bit of wall to go. But Spirit are actually saying you're almost there. So don't walk away from it now. You've been at something for a long time. You've been at something for some many years, for some many months. But someone here is ready to give up. They're saying don't give up because, you know, a couple more times with that axe and you're going to be where you want. You're going to have the thing that you want. It's almost there. It's almost within reach. In fact, it is just there. It's just that you can't see it. They're also showing me gold, so gold nuggets and the colour gold. So you're about to strike gold. So for someone else, they're asking you to embrace change, but within that change to create balance. So something is moving forward that's been on hold. But the reason that it's moving now, it's due to the stability, so the equilibrium and the balance. So I'm seeing 2 5s, and 5 represents change. So they're showing me 2 5s, but a 2 in the middle of it. So someone's wanted change. That change is coming in, but the balance is going to be right. So you'll be able to move forward into that change is what they're saying. So it feels solid and it feels self-assured. So you feel confident in this. So I feel like there's a balance of the masculine energy. So that doing, that energy, that determination, that gusto. So I'm feeling like there's that balance of that, and then the feminine energy, which is that more soft, taking time to relax. So there really is a really good balance of energy. It feels really good. So this is the time when that change can happen. These circumstances can move forward because that balance now has been achieved, is what they're saying. So this feels really nice. So they're showing me the scales now, and the scales aren't tipped either way. They're perfectly balanced. Okay, so now they're showing me a cheetah. So the cheetah is fast energy. So this thing may come in quickly. This is also, your ability to change something at a quick pace yourself. So Even if this doesn't come in quickly, you'll have the opportunity to change something quickly. So after this pause, after this stagnant energy, this cheetah is bringing through a much more rapid pace. So someone's been putting something off around the house. So this may, they're changing my temperature. So this may have something to do with temperature, some heating or cooling of the home, or servicing of an air conditioning unit. If you've been putting that off, please do that. Yeah, they're giving me, I've been getting myself quite dizzy lately, and they're showing me that. So there's someone else around here. This is just confirmation for you. That your guides are around you. So they're giving me that dizzy feeling. So if you've been experiencing that as well regularly, not just a one-off, if you've been experiencing that regularly, you have a guide around you. This is just confirmation for you that guide is with you. So they're also giving me a young male. Cam, I'm hearing the word Cam. They're taking my voice as well. Cam or Cameron, a young male who's passed over. There may have been something where he couldn't speak, or couldn't speak at the end. So his mother remembers him swimming. So you may have a memory, if you're his mother, you may have a memory of him swimming. He may have been a swimmer. So you may go down to a pool, or you may sit around your own pool and think about him. He's with you at that time. Or is there some sort of a memorial that was had near water for a Cameron or a Cam? For someone else, they're giving me this dizziness again, but it's an inner ear thing. There's a balance thing. This is more of a vertigo. So this is an issue with a left ear. If you have an issue with your left ear, yeah, go and get that checked out. Okay, so I'm seeing a spider. They're telling me it's a black spider. Have you had a spider that's visited you in your house, inside your house specifically? Has a spider come to you in your dream? A black spider. This is harmony. So it's weaving harmony into your life is what they're saying. This is a peaceful... so they're showing me the way that a spider weaves the pattern in the web. So this is a peaceful energy. It's very precise, and it has intention and purpose, so it's not hurried. So this is an energy that there's a spider around someone, a spider spirit around someone who's bringing in this purposeful, not rushed energy with lots of intention. If a spider does come into your home, I'm being told don't kill it. Like, pick it, scoop it up if you can with paper or a jar or something and take it outside. Or there's someone around you who's doing that, where they used to kill a spider, now they're actually scooping it up and taking it outside. Okay, so I'm hearing TikTok. For someone, something to do with time. What is the spirit? Yeah, for some, time is changing. So you're feeling like time is changing. Time's going, I mean, we all say that time flies. You know, as you get older every year, time seems to go quicker. But for someone specifically, something about time is changing. So you can't believe that. I'm hearing, I can't believe that it's been 18 months. So specifically 18 months for something. Something happened 18 months ago, and you've recently said to someone, I can't believe that's been 18 months. So time's feeling very different. It's feeling very distorted. And for others, time is irrelevant. So you feel like you're not even working with time anymore. You're not even worried about the clock. So something with work may have changed where you're not on a clock anymore. You can do things in your own time. You don't have to look at the time on the clock as much. You're not watching the time, but there's definitely things changing around time. Someone else may have got a new clock, a new alarm clock, like more of an old-fashioned alarm clock. For someone else, I'm hearing the words back to reality. Someone may be going back to work after taking some time off. Someone else is seeing specific shapes in clouds. Cloud watching, so someone's lying on the grass actually taking some time, taking a moment and looking at the clouds. Chain of ponds. I don't know what that is. I'm hearing chain of ponds. If anyone knows what chain of ponds is, let me know. I have no idea what that is. And I'm seeing Italy. So I'm actually seeing the Italy, the shape of Italy there. So that may be relevant to someone. All right, so I'll put that to the side and I'll just grab some cards. These aren't, it's not going to be a reading as such. I'll just pull some cards and see if any particular messages come through at the end here. Any extra messages, Spirit, for anyone who's watching? Acceptance. So someone may need to accept something or someone for who they are, I'm hearing. Someone is actually accepting someone for who they are. So for some, this is something that's already occurred. You've walked away from something or someone, specifically someone. So someone's walked away from someone and they've just said, you know what, you are who you are and I can't change that and I'm going to get on with my life and let you live yours. For others, this may just be acceptance of, okay, for some it's going to be acceptance of health. So something's happened that you've had to adjust to and accept. But you are coming to terms with that and you're making adjustments is what I'm hearing. So you're no longer fighting that devil that was on the shoulder. Isolation. So that came up in the bowl as well. So someone with that bear, that brown bear. So someone has been in isolation. hiding, but I feel like you're going to be coming out of that now. So this is the time where I'm hearing you're feeling brave. You're feeling like you're ready to come out of this isolation now. Abundance. So many of you will be getting your abundance, coming into that time of abundance, whether this be health, whether this be wealth, you know, your financial abundance, perfection. So someone is striving for perfection. What can you tell me about perfection, Spirit? Yeah, so they're saying let go of this idea of perfection, because there's perfection in everything. So no matter where you are or what you're doing, be happy with where you are, because there's perfection in where you are, is what they're saying. You don't always need to be strived. I mean, of course, we all want to be the best version of who we can be, but it doesn't necessarily mean that there's perfection in that best version. Wherever you are is what they're saying. Wherever you are at now, there's perfection in that. One more message, Spirit, please. They've given me 2, so they've given me impasse. So someone may be at a place of surrender, at that place where they're no longer going to fight something. That came up at the start of these messages as well. So you may be walking away from someone, or even a situation where you just, it's not going to go further. You're at that point of, it's either stay and put up with it or walk away. And you're in that mindset now where you're just going to walk away. And bittersweet. Yeah, so this leaving of a situation may be bittersweet for you, because it may have been, I don't know, a relationship that you wanted to be in, but you're at this point where you can't move forward anymore, or it can't grow, or it's run its course. So this may be another situation that you're in, but they're the messages that have come through today. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, and if something did resonate, please leave a comment, leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed, I would appreciate it if you would like to do so. And take care, and I'll see you in the next reading. Okay, bye-bye.